Namaste. Hi everyone, how are you? Well, here we go. This video talks about and explains a little bit of what Sun Salutation A is, SURYA NAMASKAR A, which is what we're going to be finding in most of the practices that we could go for. So if you're new in the yoga journey, if you want to give it a try, or if you are already there, it's always good to learn some of the different variations you can give to your body. It doesn't matter the situation you are at, just take it easy and always respect the body, especially when you're having injuries. Just give them the time they need, and everything is just gonna be together again. So I hope you enjoy this, and let's start. Meet in a standing position, feet together on top of the mat. We're gonna take an inhale, reaching all the way up, belly in, gazing up. Exhale, bending into the knees. Let's be gentle, placing whether the tip of the fingers or the hands, head towards the shins. Inhale for halfway lift. So if you see I'm trying to keep my back straight. If this is not happening and you're looking down, try to turn your gaze forward and maybe even to come above the knees with the hands to help the spine to be in a straight line. And then exhale, we step back to our Utthita Chaturanga or plank pose here in yoga. So if you notice, it's not like a regular plank where you lower more the hips, but more kind of like continue having that spine in one line. We look forward, we lean forward, knees bend to the floor. And now here we don't break the line, sending the hips up or tilting the pelvis down, allowing the belly to get closer to the mat. But we continue trying to bring the pelvis up, lengthening the tailbone down. And we continue activating the core muscles here, okay? And the only thing that we are gonna do next, gazing forward, just bend the elbows. Maybe you're here, but if you're not breaking the line of the back, perfect, just to stay here. And then continue. Otherwise, you can go even lower or lower to find the 90 degrees angle with your arms. And then untuck the toes. We go whether for cobra position, always bringing the chest forward in the arms, or we can even go for upward facing dog. So if you see the differences, cobra, my thighs are touching, I gaze forward, squeezing the glutes, tightening the thighs, or upward facing dog. And I'm here, I'm hovering the thighs. Bend the knees, tuck the toes, exhale, downward facing dog. And now, here in your downward facing dog, if your heels are not touching the floor, don't worry, there's always variations for everything. So if you happen to be like this, and you're rounding a lot, the thoracic spine shows more than any other part of the spine, I will suggest to bend the knees and continue pushing the floor away. Now can you see I'm bending the knees even if my heels are not coming up? Let's say you are in this position, bend the knees and just try to push the floor away from you. Gaze into the navel, the belly button. And we stay here we breathe slowly. We usually stay here for 5 breaths. 3. And continue pushing with all the knuckles the floor. 2. Bringing the belly into the spine. 1. Bend the knees, look forward. Step to the top of the mat. Now, you might say, Tanya, but how am I going to step all the way to the top? It's okay. Even if you step here, we can give a step forward, inhale, and once again we go for halfway lift, gazing forward, don't forget about it. And don't try to lose the line leaning too much towards the heels, trying to find more that balancing position or sensation to go and press the weight against your toes. Exhale to fold. Once again, I bend the knees. Exhale, belly in. And I bring my head towards my shins. Inhale all the way up. Palms together again for upward salute. And Tadasana. Very good. Now, I'm going to try to give you different variations this time. We're not going to be bending too much the knees. And we might go, instead of touching with the thighs the floor, instead of going for cobra, we can go for upward facing dog. Okay? Inhale. Exhale. Slowly bend the knees, so micro bend the knees. Inhale, hands. Now this time on the shins, back into straight line. Exhale, hands down. Step back to your Uttita Chaturanga or plank pose. We gaze forward, lean forward, knees come down. I don't break the line of my back. And slowly come on. Untuck the toes. Inhale, lift for your upward facing dog. Now you have different options here, whether you continue gazing forward, which is comfortable for the neck, or up now, but don't try to exaggerate everything here, because you can add a lot of pressure to the neck, and especially if you are new in this journey, we don't want that, okay? So we are here in upward facing dog. Bend the knees, tuck the toes, lift to your downward facing dog. And we hold it. 5, same variation. 4, 3, pushing the floor away. 2, bringing the navel into the spine, almost to touch. And 1, bending into the knees, step forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bending into the knees, forward fold. All the way up, belly in, squeezing the thighs, bringing the hip bones forward, and Tadasana. Now let's try to start going and increase the level of this Sun Salutation A. Now, inhale all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Maybe I'm trying to keep the legs extended and start going all the way down. Inhale, this time my hands are touching the floor and I extend the spine. Exhale, and I step back to my Uttita Chaturanga. I lean forward, look forward, and go for full Chaturanga Dandasana. Untuck the toes. Inhale. Upward facing dog, squeezing the glutes. Exhale, if you see, this time I'm not bending the knees to go for it. I'm only untucking the toes right away for that downward facing dog. Very good. And now a quick alignment. This time I'm extending the legs. My heels might touch. I continue pushing the floor away. And then I gaze to the navel. I bring the belly into the spine. And I activate those legs, trying to continue extending the legs as much as I can. Wrapping those inner thighs in, trying to flash the sky with the sit bones. To all the knuckles, making sure all the knuckles are touching. Now the hand distance is shoulder distance apart, and my feet distance is hip distance apart. And 1, bend the knees, and maybe I might only jump. I don't know, jump or continue walking. Inhale, halfway. Exhale. If you're trying this, try to continue bringing the weight on your toes. Inhale all the way up. And Tadasana. Now, it's always good to practice this 5 times, 10 times, just to start getting more used to it. Now, I'm going to give you how it looks to go following the pace of inhalation and exhalation during each pose. And this is another thing that I like, because you start getting connected with your breath. And this is what we look in yoga, right? That connection with your breath, with your mind, and just to continue having it, not to allow the mind to trick you whenever we are in those poses that we might say, oh my God, this is weird. Am I going to be okay? Yes, you are going to be okay. We are here to guide you all the time and to help you to have fun, okay? I want you guys to love yoga the way I love it. And let's give it a try, okay? Let's go. Meet me at the top of the mat. And here we go. Whatever variation you're gonna go for, we're gonna go for 2 times of this Sun Salutation A, okay? Inhale up. Exhale all the way down. Remember, the weight goes towards the toes. Inhale, halfway lift. Maybe here we can add even a jump. Exhale, down to Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, squeeze the glutes. The top of my feet are touching. Exhale, downward facing dog. And I hold it here. 5 breaths. And I go through my checklist. All the knuckles touching, pushing the floor away. I'm not rounding the spine. I'm trying to have it in a straight line according to my anatomy, gazing to the navel. Bringing the navel, belly into the spine. And now inner thighs wrapped in. Bend the knees. Look forward, step, walk or hop. Look. Inhale, halfway. Exhale to fall. Inhale all the way up. Exhale for your Tadasana. Very good. One more time. We might only, instead of jumping to Chaturanga, just we can always step back. Let's see. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward. Sorry, Chaturanga Dandasana. Can you see I didn't jump this time? Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And we hold it 5. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and we breathe out. Remember, you can, if you have your heels high, bend the knees and continue pushing the floor. 2 more. In and out. Very good. Last one. Bend the knees. Look forward, maybe only step forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up for upper salute. Exhale, Samastitihi. Now, just a quick note here to point out something, or just a quick reminder. We all have different anatomy, okay? We have and come from different parts of the world. So, especially if you're a mommy or if you feel a bit tight on your hips, sometimes we need different variations for the poses. So one that I like to point out is Tadasana. So we're supposed to have toes together and the palms facing forward, okay? But for some people, and not only for some people, but maybe this morning you woke up wanting to give it a go, or you just want to try it and you say like, oh my God, my hips, or just my legs, or I just want to spread those feet away. So you can always go for hip distance apart or even a bit wider. Just remember, there's no right or wrong here. But to really feel comfortable with what you are doing in your practice. And remember, it's your practice, your journey. We as teachers are here to guide you, to give you the knowledge we already have, to give you as many variations as we could find. But I just want you to always, always know that you have to listen to your body, okay? So I hope you enjoy this mini explanation of what the Sun Salutation A, SURYA NAMASKAR A is. And see you soon. Thank you. Ciao, ciao, and namaste.